Success is peace of mind when you know inside you gave it all you had with nothing to hide. Be the best you can be, let your spirit soar high. Dream big and reach for that in the sky. Happiness is wanting what you already own. Find joy in this journey, you're never alone. The road may be rocky with twists and turns, but every lesson learned is what makes us yearn. So take that first step with courage anew. The world needs your light shining brightly through. Be the best you can be, let your spirit soar high. Dream big and reach for that in the sky. Happiness is wanting what you already own. Find joy in this journey, you're never alone. Let go of the doubts that cloud up your mind. Embrace every moment, true freedom you'll find. Success isn't just what you get at the end, it's knowing yourself as both lover and friend. Be the best you can be, let your spirit soar high. Dream big and reach for that in the sky. Happiness is wanting what you already own. Find joy in this journey, you're never alone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in live. It's been a hell of a afternoon for me. It's no internet, no lights, but we had lights. Now we have internet back, and I'm doing live. I do apologize, being a little bit on delay, but never is better late than never, right? And that's what they say. And we are live and kicking. Everything seems stable. And welcome everybody. How is everyone? Wednesday, as you all know, has been always traditional day for us streaming. Hi, Chris. Hi, Doug. Good to see you both. Thank you so much, gentlemen, been making you wait. And we are live. And this evening we lined up. Hi, Barbara. Welcome. I lined up. The subject matter will be a email marketing strategy, but I just didn't add that headline to this banner, so you can ignore the banner. Uh, so we will be talking some email marketing strategies, and hopefully you guys will like the stream. And before we get to there, as usual, this is Evan, behalf of Ultimate Emails team and family. I personally thank you for watching the live videos or a replay. I do appreciate you. I hope you find them useful, and I hope every video you find something that you could use. Obviously, that's the reason and purpose we are doing this video, so to help everyone in the group. Hi, Barbara. And that being said, welcome to the family. I know a couple of you signed up yesterday, and I have spoken both of you. Please just, as we said, provide us your domain, and you know the trick. You already have the doc, and you should be able to add your domain to the Cloudflare and send us your Cloudflare login details. And this, you can do it in two different ways. One, you just set up a brand new domain, brand new account. If you want to just use for this purposes your email purpose only, you can do that. If you never had a Cloudflare account, just make a free account is good enough. That's all you need. And if you have any issues, try to get that count or add your domain in. We're always around to help you. Just jump on one of the live rooms. I can help you. Our members can help you. Just because you don't know, don't let it to stop you, so to speak. We are here to help you. And this you do basically. One, you can send us just login detail. Other, if you already know Cloudflare a little bit, tell us the domain you want to use and send us your API key, and we do the rest. So let me just clarify something in here. Many people get a little bit confused about Cloudflare. So when you add your domain to the Cloudflare, we don't take control of your domain at all. We set up a new subdomain, we host it in our system in it, and we give you the access. And we don't touch your cPanel, we don't touch your main domain that you provide. You can use that as you wish. To just clarify this point, I had a couple of questions come in about that. Why do we have to give you our Cloudflare account? Guys, this is not a software that you got to just download and install or just go in and log in. This is brand new infrastructure and server setup and get sets up for that specific domain, therefore doesn't exist. We have to make it happen. We have to create it. And the best and safest way for you and for us, we use Cloudflare as the middle ground, as the safe ground. So we don't have access to your kind of infrastructure. You don't have access to our kind of like infrastructure. So there's like escrowed safeguard, bodyguard, you could call it, for us and for you is the Cloudflare. Of course, through the Cloudflare, we also kind of issue SSL and everything else that comes with the system, and that's why we use Cloudflare, because any other ways is a little bit difficult, and any other ways is a little bit dangerous. So we don't want to do that. So literally, when server set up, is only two people in the world has access to that server: yourself and one of our team. That's it. Just to assure you, there is nothing foul or kind of like foul play in here, and you can log into your system every day. You can check everything in the system yourself. There is like activities, any activities happen in that system, you can physically see if somebody doing something. So if I'm making you asking me to make a segment for you, I go in and make segment for you, you log in, and that exists there, that kind of situation. So it's literally, you have to trust us, we have to trust you. That's why we give you all our infrastructure, because we trust you, and therefore is yours. You have to take care of it just like how we taking care of ours, and be sensible with it. And we giving you absolutely amazing communication machine, and it's belong to you, and we are just maintenance guy behind the scene. You basically pay us tiny little bit rent, guys, and we give you the system, and that's all to it. So I hope that's clarified, and also congratulations to several of you that got you count, guys. I'm excited. I know it's very close to the new year, and you guys want to get in and blast lots of emails. I know that is exciting when you get in, because we say we are unlimited. It genuinely is unlimited, but according obviously your package. If you have an unlimited package and you send gazillions of email, no one gonna come and say to you, hey, you sent too many emails, all that kind of stuff. So when we say unlimited, is unlimited also has obviously condition, and therefore obviously if you have an unlimited package, you get unlimited. That's all. That's all to it. To just clarify that way out of the way, because lots of people getting confused. Oh, you say unlimited, then you have a package for $75, only send 100. Of course, that's the whole idea. So that is basically the design to allow anybody to come in and test in any budget level. And of course, you're never gonna find anyone in the world that for $60 or $70 to set up a server for you. This is just ridiculous. We do it because we care for our members, and we know even in that level you still get full infrastructure, full security. Everything else comes with a tool. You just limit it a little bit sending. Of course, the limit that we set up, and as always, kind of, you can do a little bit more. Like, we don't just come in and bang you out. some of our members, can send 3 times more than what we allow, literally what packages allow. But also, we have to be realistic, be honest, and it's also be fair with the rest of the people that pay a bigger package. You cannot just pay $60 and basically have a full infrastructure when somebody else paying $400. Just let's play the fair game in here. So we still allow you more than anybody else that would allow you in the world, and therefore, even our cheapest package really should cost you about between $50 to $75,000 to set it up, but you get it for $60. Because if you try to hire someone, that's what it will cost you, honestly, and maybe even more. And also, as you know, if you doing this kind of thing, and you import all your infrastructure and somebody hijack you, and boom, you're done. So we try to kind of really get rid of all the hassles for you, and just be patient when you get in, and come in and talk to us and anything that really you want within your system, and hopefully we'll help you to achieve it, and also the things that doesn't exist, and we will do our best to make it exist, so you can utilize basically this open source amazing technologies that we allow access for everybody that uses our system, including ourselves. So we just don't say, okay, we made a system as you use it, but really we make a system, we use it for ourselves, you get it. And that's basically how we are, and that's how our tools are, that's how our setup is. Everything on the open, there is everything transparent, there is nothing hidden. But yes, sometimes can be a little bit of confusion, a little bit of uncertainty about, because you adding your domain to the Cloudflare is a little bit different setup normally than what you used to with your normal kind of shiny object autoresponders out there. And all those that you log in, you are on shared hosting. If somebody's spamming on this network, you also get penalized for them. In this case, we eliminate that, because literally is only you responsible for your reputation, no one else. So if it's good, if it's bad, it's up to you. And of course, if it's good, we like you to push it even further. And if it's bad, we like you to recover it and make it better. And we are there in every step of the way to kind of help you to gain a reputation, help you to have a better secure environment to utilize your data. And of course, as your system, you can also do lots of kind of different side gigs with it and make side money with it. We don't mind that, and we help you and support you to do that. And of course, you can also make money with us by inviting people in, so we can pay you instead of you paying in. If like Doug says, if Cloudflare login is an issue, simply make a separate one for the system. Absolutely, that's the key. So some people maybe have a bigger company or bigger enterprise, or a little bit kind of like advanced, so to speak. They have infrastructure in place. Guys, do not worry. If you have infrastructure in place, you don't even have to make a Cloudflare account. If you have the infrastructure that currently you can process emails, we just can give you a SMTP gate. You can send it through our gate, and we don't even need your domain. We don't need to install anything. We don't need access to anywhere. So we just can give you an API key and or SMTP kind of port that you can utilize the system without any of the back end that we have. But the reason that we have the way it is, guys, when you do through the SMTP, you're not going to have our infrastructure that does the verifying, does a lot of different good stuff when it comes to the mass emailing, bulk emailing, and all that kind of stuff. So just to kind of be clear in here, it's a totally different setup, because you're not going through the full infrastructure, you're just going through the SMTP itself. And SMTP itself doesn't have the verifier installed in it automatically, because that doesn't work that way. But the email processing tool that we use, it has, and the server that we install for email, that has many good tools. So we highly recommend, even if you want to use the API for gating and still have one of those systems, so you can actually verify your emails and stuff. Like, you, let's say you're a big company, you just got RSMTP, and I guarantee you, you should have at least one of the smaller packages to just utilize to verify and download and clean your leads, your lists. And even if you have a list that quite old, and you have active subscribers ancient, and you can throw that in and verify, see what's active, what's not, and give yourself better data to utilize. So all this are part of obviously setup you can benefit from. And of course, we are like here all the time live. Yes, I'm late a little bit today for in a bit, but genuinely I have made a absolute goal for myself to not miss any day to kind of live streaming. And even if I'm poorly, as long as I have internet, I will do the streams, guys. And that being said, welcome to the family, all of you guys, once more. And let's kick in for this evening session. And obviously, our topic for this evening is email strategy in 2025 and beyond. And also, we will have a long conversation in our members room, which is dugout room, is like hangout room is out there, and you can join us in there. Of course, I will be also joining some of the other live groups that we have in Meet, and just please be patient. I have not ignored you. So I will be visiting those places and get some feedback from you guys, and also talk about on a subject matter a little bit more in depth. And of course, we are on YouTube, and let's crack in for the stream. So we know that as literally year is almost ending, and a lot of people are looking to kind of renew things, have a better things, and have a better tools, and have a better, especially marketing tools. And of course, as you all know, we're using Muetic marketing, email marketing framework, but really, lots of it is not Muetic, lots of it is us in the background, especially your processing, your verifying, your spam detecting, and all that is doesn't come from Muetic, it's all our own work. So, and slowly, I'm also reaching towards the 7 million leads in here, and I hope by the January, which is not long to go, I can be very close to that. And if it's not, maybe after January I'll pass that. Of course, I can pass that today, guys, if I want to, but I'm doing a little bit logically. So I'm doing daily uploads so you guys can see, and also I'm doing a kind of like basically day by day, instead of just like bombarding site with lots of leads. So to just kind of let you know, I am not passing that. So basically, I'm just following along as a user would do. And as you all know, this what I'm showing you on my screen has been our open case study, last 3.5 years and more. And this site has been going on, and now and then I wipe the servers, and now and then I kind of wipe the data to just give myself a little bit of space, as you know. So this is only on $97 package, and I have processed this many emails. Obviously, in any package, you can process and verify absolutely unlimited amount of emails, but you just can't send all of them. That's the thing. We are all upfront, and you can see the packages, you can see the prices, and also one more thing, very important part, which is every system with us gets their own dedicated IP, not just any IP. Those IPs are is being warmed and being tested, and has a reputation, has a good sending score when we activate for you. Of course, through the emailing, we understand that. Now and then, you go up, you go down with the reputation stuff, guys. That's also kind of common because everything is new. Lots of the basically detectives and everything else, they just make hypothetical kind of numbers and gives us. We know system is kind of truly settled when it's at least a couple of years old, or 2 or 3 years old, and then even then, Google give you a little bit better more authority because you exist longer, and also they check obviously your kind of time and history of the specific IP and domains that you're using. just like mine. For example, Google know lots of data about this domain, example, Microsoft, Yahoo, whatever not, and therefore we don't have any issues when we are sending huge emails. As last couple of emails, you guys see what me doing. So let's go back on my email dash. So I have a couple of campaigns, obviously is still going on, and they are pretty big. And I'm just giving my system a little bit of time, guys, because it's literally a large number, and I'm on a small server. So far this is climbing nicely. This huge campaign to 800k, and of course another one is 600k. That's also climbing, and you should see it if you kind of rewind back 2 3 videos. You'll see these numbers day by day keep increasing because everything is active. All the campaign you see on green, they are active. So through the days I will keep getting some kind of traction happening in here. So strategy. So what I'm doing, please do not do what exactly I'm showing you on the system, and especially just kind of bulk emailing randomly. Don't do that. I'm just showcasing what kind of power that the servers has, what kind of power the infrastructure that has, what kind of number that can we cope with, basically what kind of leads that we can throw in to work with. And all this is basically a case study and is showing you the power and functioning of the tool. I'm not targeting these people whatsoever, and also I'm not abusing these people whatsoever, because that's the goal in here. And we upload, and we upload daily, and we never really send. I personally have not sent email into the some of those people that I have in my list, around close to the 7 million people. I only send one, maximum 2 email to these people a year. That's it. So this is what I'm doing, and this is, you see it every day in my own kind of dash. And I hope this kind of like make kind of a little bit sense for you guys. Idea in here is me showing you basically working the power, the mechanics, and the doings of the system, and what the capabilities are. Of course, if I am on an unlimited account, guys, I could send between 2 to 5 million emails every time I send email, and that is not a problem. And we're also testing and showing you day to day what kind of number the specific IP is processing, because it's established itself, because we warmed it up like how we do normally, and also we keep increasing number. And as well as you see, I want to show you something very interesting and very important, and you see it in my screen. So you see I have a big campaign happened, and then I dropped the numbers to 30k, and you see the 30k numbers will perform a bit much slower because we just totally dropped it. The next email from this should have been above million, but obviously I'm testing stuff, so I send it to small campaign. That's what we say when you keep going up. If you look in here, we have something like 500k, 600k, and 800k. It just keep increase. Like previously, like you can see, I have sent 100 in here, and less than 100 in here. The 100's performing better. Obviously, is more leads. But normally this is what happens when you just suddenly drop to very lower numbers. Obviously, as you can see, between this number and that is huge kind of difference. So the other ISPs also kind of take notice of this. Of course, you can throttle up and down, but idea is when you're going up, you keep going up, and when you're going downwards, keep going down. So till obviously you get lower numbers, and then you keep building up back. So the idea is, and he do not like act like, oh, it's a robot just uploaded this and send. This is actually a real business and operating in real world, and we have to do that. So that's the key in here. And also you see, Rishdi, this is what we are after. So even as huge number, we don't know anything. It's just random, and we don't know these people. We haven't got no target, not research, nothing on this. It's just brutal cold outreach without anything being done, and then this is the results we get. So we know it's working. We know it's working not just like for myself. I'm not showing you kind of fake data in here or demo data. Everything's live in here. And this is the strategy I personally been applying from all this long. And of course, email writing changes and everything else, but really function is still same, and numbers are kind of still same. One email is one email, that doesn't change. And also, I have not personally seen any system beside no limit email setup that we could do this. So we have a amazing, powerful kind of data engine that available to us in here, and we are using it obviously sensibly. But please take what you see in my screen with pinch of salt as just a uh, kind of functioning demo that I'm showing you guys what this does, what doesn't, so you know exactly what you're looking at. So let's go ahead and look into this strategy stuff. For myself, as you can see, I have over a period of time sent literally millions and millions of emails, and the strategy that we're applying, as you can see, is just every email we send obviously going to perform different. Every subject line's got to perform different. But since March, the specific UI has been processing around 6 million plus emails and is obviously growing. And I will be uploading some more new ones and to kind of do the emails today. So I have a kind of lined up document I had. If I can find it, I will share with you guys just a moment. So about email marketing strategies, email marketing in general, or email promotion in general, when we are out there, when we've seen this kind of so many people are bragging about they doing hundreds of thousands of dollars with cold email outreach, and when you look this setup, when you look the different system they use, literally blindly just spamming people. We don't do that really. It's like whole idea is not to spam, re- prevent spam, and also basically protect the systems. So when it comes to the email marketing, as we all know, like we are not really only the people in the world to doing this. There is gazillions of people doing email marketing, but we are the only people in the world that puts the email marketing power to hand of the members. We don't see any other places that you just kind of upload 100,000 emails and send emails, or 500,000 emails and send emails. They don't exist. There's only place that probably exists is no limit emails, and because we genuinely believe everyone deserves to have the power that is available to the world, to the humanity, and we making it available for us, and we share it openly with our members. Hopefully, Google will incorporate with me. So the email strategies, right? So lots of people out there do email, but lots of people genuinely spamming. When you look the cold email scene, all the videos that I see it, they've been posted in YouTube, or the feeds that kind of, be it on LinkedIn or Facebook or anywhere else I see. Of course, I am not deaf, I'm not blind, and I'm not stupid. I also go and register accounts with those kind of places and test them out, guys. To be honest, they're all scammers, they're all spammers, they all con people, try to con the other business guy has no little technical knowledge to rob their money, charge them 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month to send them 50 emails, 100 emails. This is scam. And I'm just calling them out. All of you are scammers, and we are coming after you eventually when people realize what we have in here that gives them the power that none of us ever dreamed of to have, and to stop all the scammers scamming people. Well as when you have no limit emails itself stops you buying products because you don't need anything. Website builder, you have one. Website hosting, you have one. Phone builder, you have one. Automation, you have it. Live stream, you have it. You want to use multiple domains, multiple accounts, send billions, you have it. None of these other sites can provide us that, and yes, they are services, guys, but genuinely they are scams. And none of the people that providing the services, they are genuine. They set up a scraper from somewhere, scrape somebody else's data, steal it, and put it in there and spam them. That's what we don't do. So that's why we are against all the stuff going on, guys. And I hope what I'm saying makes sense. And also, if I am wrong, please somebody throw me a big stone because I don't mind. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope these people they're not scamming people. Like for example, yesterday guys tried to close me for cold outreach and monthly charges $5,000. They guarantee is that they go to get me a 50 leads per day and for a month. That's what they kind of 50 leads per day, guys. So how many leads do I have it in my system if I was going to pay between $2,000 to $5,000 a month to keep getting 50 people or leads from these people that they went to LinkedIn Scraper or Apollo or this place or the other place, they scrape the leads and then they send an email. But they don't just send the email. You have to pay for the email sending because they have to charge you for all the account setting. They charge you for admin. I mean, admin charge alone, it was $1,250. I mean, to me, that's scam. We do such admin work. Normally, this kind of thing will cost $50,000. If we charge people $10,000 with it, we still kind of like giving them a good deal. But these people, they nothing like that, guys. They go to places like Go High Level or Listkit or this and that or Smartly or whatever. Guys, just go and watch the workflows and observe it and see what happens. It's just genuinely scam being covered up in their agency, which is they all following Ty Lopez's kind of lead, Gary Vaynerchuk's lead, all this really like nonsense, what we called influencing scammers. They never proved anybody that any tool, they never sold anything good to anyone. It just kind of like, BS words and whatnot. So as you all know, I'm personally against all this kind of scammy people and scam stuff, and that's why we set up a system so we can counter them for ourselves, so we don't get kind of like into their boat, so to speak. And this is where no limit email is so different than all of those. Anyway, marketing strategies. Let's start with first step of these things. And first thing in a marketing strategy for me really is the system. Without system, it's just painful. And the second part is system enable you to do the different kind of like stuff and different workflows. That's important, and many of them don't have a all complete package. The second is the single goal per email, right? It's just sending one email to the right person, right time. So the really is a big part of the good conversation and conversion from the email is literally it's more targeted. Yeah, numbers can be big or small, really. Long as they target, it doesn't matter what numbers they are. Could be 10, could be 10 million. As long as they target, it's always come better kind of like outcome. And of course, the whole idea is also have like some data, ability to scale it up, and have ability to capture and recapture data, not just kind of buy or download or scrape. Of course, you can do all that, but generally, when you scrape it more targeted. The public data that's available is not illegal. You can do that, but generally, it's like uh, just scraping one list and keep sending email to this list over and over and over is illegal. Is a scam and is a spam. We don't do that in our networks. We don't really allow anybody else to do it. But genuinely, this is the kind of problem within the internet marketing because that's what everybody used to. And we try to change that. You don't have to rely on one single list to kind of like abusing people. You can have many millions of lists. Give people a break, you know. Everybody's not out there to buy our junk, you know. That's the reality. So early, early stuff that we done in no limit emails, nobody else kind of expected. Kind of, we be where we are, but here we are. So the for me, the second part, really the most, really even the most important part is intention of basically being transparent with the communication. If you have intention to be transparent within the communication you're sending, there is no website in the world will really block you if his information is genuinely genuine and leads somewhere genuine. But if it's misleading, as you know, that's why all the scammers and spammers they moved all this type of systems to try to trick Google or trick Microsoft, as if like Microsoft stupid or Google stupid doesn't know what they're doing. So they think like they're going to mask a domain and send an email. They think that Google doesn't know that. This is how kind of like they conning people. Of course, Google knows everything. Microsoft knows everything. And when you are in the internet, try to communicate with A place to the B place. You have to go through the millions of different hoops and loops to try get that kind of out there. So on the strategy, these are the really three, four kind of you could say major pillars that if you stick to it, there's no problem. You could do this forever. We're not really getting banned or anything like that. So the part of the strategy obviously changed, and email itself is changed. And instead of now being a just static email, we as no limit email, we kind of spinning the wheel, so to speak, to different direction of the email. And now we can actually be live in our email. So we represent the email with a live person within the email instead of hiding behind the curtain. So the society is moving based to the trust economy. If the people don't see you, don't see your face, don't hear you, even maybe kind of like don't meet you face to face, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Doesn't matter what you sell. So people say courses not selling. Of course they're not selling. People kind of stagnated a little bit with chat GPT and stuff. But education is always going to sell. If it was not, all the universities would have gone bankrupt by now. They would have closed the door and turned to the nightclub or something. So that's a good indication in the world to just kind of look at. Realistically, education is never going to die off and is always kind of be sold, but its form's changing, format is changing. Now you don't want to just go and buy the course on Udemy. You want to speak to the guy that created the course. You want to learn directly from them. And of course, now with help of internet and live, is much easier to do than a few years ago. So just think of this: the economy shifted, the human psychology is shifted, the psychology of the society is shifted, and has become a trust-based economy. If you don't trust someone, you're never going to buy anything from them. And of course, this has always been the case, but now on the internet, becoming a little bit more live Internet of Things, so to speak. So that's, I think, we are the one of the first pioneer people that bring in a live element into the email itself. So we know, I personally know, we can send lots of emails, but really the most conversion comes when we talk to the face to face with someone, when we have a conversation with someone, and business comes after that. And before then, You could bombard them with gazillions of DMs, messages, millions, you name it. You're not gonna get anywhere unless it's totally you spoke to them, get them on a call. That's why this says book meeting. Why is it all cold emailers try to book meetings? Because they're spamming people. They try to get that trust. They try to get start that conversation because people not really uh, I don't know, like as you know what's that scene is. I don't want to kind of like go crazy in here, but you know what I mean. So the right now, obviously, we are in the area of the seasonal kind of promotion. It is really, really good. It is really, really amazing what's going on. Amount of transaction has been happening day by day is increasing as Christmas get closer, and we see that with an email. A lot of the kind of corporate clients selling pretty heavy an email. And one thing I want to tell you, what I seen, I will not name the names because, as you know, it's a little bit private. Clients do different things. Here is the kind of idea to give you guys what they are doing. They go into internet, they're searching for the big companies, and they're searching for the emails. They sign up to the emails, they lists. And what they do is to get that email they sending out so they can model it. You get an idea. So if you're in my list, I'm going to be sending you obviously emails, and those emails normally this company's promotional emails, and they spend months and months, even years, and as well as billions of dollars to do the market research based on the email they designed, based on the hook they have, based on the interaction and conversion they had with these templates. That's what they keep sending those. So the trick is not hidden, but we just don't look at in the right places to find them. And for best, really good, effective seasonal emails, if you have a Walmart, why don't you sign up to their list? If you have a Best Buy, why don't you sign up to their list? Because you get those information that they send to you. You see visually, you see the design, and you see the elements they put it in because they are working elements. That's why they put them in. Otherwise, it will not be like that. And also, if you look a corporate emails, especially corporate promo emails, they just literally snapshot of their own websites, whatever offer they have, and that's another kind of place you just kind of look and get some idea to apply these strategies, what's really working right now for them. So the whole idea is what's really working now for them is important because they spend lots of money on basically research and everything else to find out what's really working, what's not. And according to that, they publish. They just don't publish willy nilly, send random emails, as you know. So the really good place to start getting some very solid idea, converting ideas, and as well as solid infrastructure for the emails. Sign up for some corporate emails. The marketing emails are different than the corporate marketing emails. To just kind of like separate them a little bit, but the goal is same. Obviously, marketing from the corporate point of view, they have track record, they have ability, they have trust, they have also the things on the advantage. But what is exactly the same is the visual and the written hooks on the emails. So we can apply to our own cold emails and all that. So I hope you like that. And of course, the another thing really for this strategy to really work very well, don't limit yourself to very small amount of kind of like contact leads. Try different industry, try to different niches, and also obviously you can send the bulk after bulk recycle, and kind of do not send repeat emails to same people because I'll just kind of push you over the 3% spam report and you'll have delivery issues. So one of the most important thing that is really kindly almost become a, you could say, one of the major things in email is about personalization. Before we didn't have that, myself included. Over the many years, I have collected many emails just emails, no name. And I think that is, especially between now and next few years, literally it's going to be very difficult to kind of contact and get something out of people that has no name. So the idea is to have a full data, and when you're also capturing, make sure just don't capture an email alone. A little bit more data is possible because that help us personalize, and personalized stuff definitely works, guys, because is also personalizing is kind of like part of the trusting. So make sure that you personalize like your subject line, your content in the email, and of course that kind of stuff. But right now, everyone is focusing on seasonal promos, and seasonal promos going haywire. And the one of the other thing is maybe not many people even talk about this or even mention, uh, but really the whole important part is about referral programs in your emails. So even if we promote something, promotion, if we can get a like kind of, let's say, just one time payment of it, but in the core of it should always have a referring program that pay a residual income. Always should be somewhere in your signature, always should be somewhere in your email. So you got to have at least two or three your preferred, uh, basically your referral programs that they are paid decent monthly. And I highly recommend stick to the hosting companies, stick to the emailer companies that you're using, and stick to reputable companies that they pay without fail monthly stuff, and have at least one or two of those links in your signature, so all the communication you're sending out basically give yourself a little bit better chance. So that's why we say add, basically send more, have more slots in Gmail than the people that cannot send more, so you can have advantage. That's the whole idea in here. And obviously with the system we have, you can do that. So the visual appeal, the best idea for visual appeal I just mentioned, look some of the corporate ones, sign up for the corporate guys, and you will see what exactly working for them, because that's like you're gonna get working, kind of working promos that they are doing. And of course, if they are selling chainsaw uh, on the promo, you can do that similar, right? If they are selling ring or jewelry, you can do the similar, because you can obviously go pick same thing up from Amazon and utilize very similar graphics what they send to you, and do your promos and see how they perform. And of course, keep testing, keep changing, and don't keep stick also with one form of kind of email. Email is fluid, it changes. Every subject line changes just like that. So make sure that you play around with and see which one is delivering better. Of course, if you're doing capturing, and this is very, 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 very important. Most of us didn't do, most of it doesn't do, most of us scared to do, most of us just literally don't know how to do. And that is really good sequence of welcome follow up if you're selling product or capturing or giving something away. And I made this mistake over many, many years. I'm sure everyone in the kind of chat probably has similar. Not having good value driven email sequences. Mainly people just throw the email sequences, next email sell this one, next email sell that one. The site changed, that doesn't work anymore. So the whole idea is shifted. So you got to create a really value email sequence, and most emails got to be more powerful, more valuable than the last one you sending. It's not about sales, it's about really arming the other reader with knowledge, with goodness, and with value. And then when you sending them a basically 80-20 rule type and mix up commercial emails, then your conversion goes up. Then obviously your open rates goes up. Then literally your spam report just goes to zero. And we see that happen already in some of the systems. So that's the important part, and just kind of practice that. Of course, you could personalize your content, personalize your subject lines, based on a different kind of like leads you have. But essentially, falls down to really three factors. One, you gotta have a decent enough content to give him. Two, you gotta keep giving him till you build that trust, and till you build that trust, then buyings happen. And also, when you sign people up for freebies, they expected all the free stuff. And of course, you can have a freebie, one funnel, you can have a paid stuff, and many different funnel mix and match type thing. You know, you don't also limit yourself to just one freebie channel either. And within the system we have, you could publish millions of websites and create yourself and millions of capture pages for zillions of different things. You have no limitation, and that's another good advantage gives us. So I hope you like what I'm talking, and I hope you see what I'm doing too on my screen. So let's go ahead and just show you a little bit of segments that I have. And as you can see, the leads I'm uploading, guys, and the leads that is going in so far, I am up 531 lists I'm managing in here. This is what's really is all about. So if we go back a few pages, kind of left, let's go to the here on a last page. So each page is obviously 100, as you can see, and so you can see the date in here, May 28, 23, right? Since May, I have not sent any email to these people, and obviously Trump campaign, you see. So this was the June 11, 2023. So you can see from this point onward, we obviously I wiped the server, and this is what been going on. All sort of kind of leads going in, all sort of kind of campaigns happen. But please, once more, I just want to clarify this. What you see in my screen, I am just showing you capability of no limit emails. This leads, everything that I'm doing in here is never been targeted. I never done second round of research on this people. That's not my goal with this specific IP in this domain. And my goal and team goal is in here. Can I push it? Can I push through all the rubbish leads? Can I throw in? Can I throw in spam leads? See what kind of performs and how kind of us filters and stuff stop things. Is literally is kind of lab site and is live, and is basically what we do in here is gives us indication so we can improve things. So to just kind of get that out of the kind of like way, so you can see basically over a period of time, this website here has processed well over 150 million emails. But just last few months since I rewiped the server and stuff, and I am getting close to 7 million emails being processed since basically that since basically June and March until now. Really, it's been amazing. So if you kind of look at some of the stuff that I'm doing, they may be not correct strategy for you to follow along. I get that, you should understand that, but generally to just get a better idea what's working for others, sign up some of these corporate emails to get some ideas, especially visual stuff and written stuff. And also, like when you have a system like this, you're not limited. As you can see, we are sending international, also the leads, also the emails, and all sort of kind of things. And you can see this guy said basically, do not contact me. The Germans obviously they're very upset. So you can see from 100 people, only odd people really like say okay and subscribe me, and you see it's going all over the world. So uh, that's the key in here. So I hope you like this talk, and come and join us in the live room, and we are in the hangout, and I will be joining there just shortly. Once more, and I will be uploading and sending this evening's email. And thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you on the other side just a moment. Audio solo, Andy says. Sorry, I don't think audio's low my end, but we'll see what happens anyway. So I will speak to you guys once more tomorrow, same time, same place. This is almost got us an hour again, and I also do apologize that you all kind of a little bit delayed on this. Uh, Once more, see you everyone tomorrow, same time, same place. Happy sending everyone.